are probably a lot better at what you do than your current client numbers. Let that sink in for a second because I know most coaches, experts like you are not struggling because they're bad at what they do. They are struggling because the problem is people who need their help don't fully understand why they need them. And that's why working harder rarely fixes the problem. Today, I want to show you the exact shift that makes getting clients dramatically easier. Okay, give me the next few minutes, all right? Just few minutes, and I'll show you why experts like you close clients even before they go on a call, all right? And it's with ease, and they don't feel like they're convincing people on every call. More importantly, I'll also show you the 3-step proof before pitch framework we use, and that makes our sales calls feel natural next step instead of a battle. I've also put together a simple proof before pitch framework, and this breaks the entire process in step by step. And I'm going to teach this exact framework in my upcoming masterclass on June 18th. If you want to grab a seat, the link is in the bio. The description. Okay. All right, then. If we haven't met earlier, all right, my name is Arjuman. I am a sales and marketing coach. And for the last 5 years online, I've been helping coaches, consultants, service based entrepreneurs just like you turn sales conversations into an easy yes by making sure prospects are already sold before they even book a call using this process. Okay. And in every video, I share one thing that can immediately apply in your business and make your entire client acquisition process simpler, easier, clearer, faster, and less exhausting. If you want that, subscribe to my channel. It would be nice to, be connected here on YouTube. By the way, yesterday in my WhatsApp community, I asked one simple question. The question was, which statement feels more like you right now? The options were, number one, I'm working hard, but not seeing results. Number two, people engage, but they don't buy. Number three, I know I'm good at what I do, but I struggle to communicate. Number four, oof, I'm so overwhelmed by too many strategies. Guess what? There was something very fascinating in what people voted. And they voted for all of them. Okay. And honestly, that didn't surprise me at all because I've been working with coaches, consultants, and service based entrepreneurs. And I know they are not like 4 separate problems. That's actually one problem showing up in 4 different ways. Now, you might ask, what are they currently doing to solve that problem? What I've seen people do to solve that problem is they respond by doing more, like more content, more posting, more webinars, more funnels, more AI, more prompts, more strategies, more certification, and more learning. And what if I tell you that that's why they are stuck? Because they keep adding things and they assume effort is the missing ingredient. Why it is not, and let me show you that, okay? Because effort is really not the bottleneck in your business. Clarity is. The reason people engage but they don't buy is not because they need more information. The reason you're working hard but not seeing the results is not because you're lazy, are you? I'm sure you're not. The reason you're overwhelmed is not because you are incapable. Well, of course you're capable. You have your lived experience, you have expertise, you have certifications. But then when it comes to getting clients and attracting clients, it feels like a whole new battle. Tell me if that's you in the comments, okay? Let me tell you the reason. The reason is because your audience hasn't yet connected the dots between their problem and your solution, and why you are the obvious choice for your audience. And when that bridge is missing, sales calls become harder. It becomes more like a therapy session, where you're just educating, you're sharing value, you're spending the whole call trying to create that belief that why they need your help, rather than they telling you like, hey, I need your help. And I know, you know what? I know, and I've heard this, and that's really exhausting. This is where I use what I call proof before pitch method. And let me break that down to you in three core simple steps. Okay. Number one, teach the belief, not the tactic. Because most entrepreneurs teach tactics, tips. No, that's not how it works. Yeah. You need to understand your buyer's psychology. Buyers make decisions based on beliefs. If your audience believe their problem requires more effort, they will never look for a solution. Trust me. Your content should challenge the belief that's keeping your audience stuck. Let me give you an example. The problem isn't that you're bad at sales. Okay. The problem is that your prospects aren't sold before they arrive. You see the difference? Yeah. Let's move on to step number two. Step number two is demonstrate the process. Most people say that they are good. They have so many certifications. They have years of expertise and experience, but few people show others how they think. Okay. Instead of telling people you are an expert, walk them through how you solve problems. Show your signature framework. Show your thinking process. Show your certainty. Okay. Show how you've got the results. Show how you can help them get the results. Because people buy certainty. Certainty comes from seeing how you think and how your process works. Okay. Step number three is create micro wins before you get on the call. Okay. The goal here, your content is not created for engagements. So for God's sake, stop running behind the false vanity metrics of getting more likes, getting more engagements, getting more shares. No, create the transformation in your content. Give people a win before they ever speak with you. When someone gets the results from what you do, they start thinking, if this is what I get for free, what happens if I work with this person? Think about it. Now, the sales call becomes a confirmation instead of a persuasion event. Why do you think this works? Tell me in the comments. Because people don't buy when they understand what you do. They buy when they believe you can help them solve the problem they are stuck with for years. And the belief is created long before a sales call. And the best sales calls are not one on a call. They are one through your process, your presence, your content, your conversations, and the proof that has happened beforehand. That's why my method is called as proof before pitch. The proof comes first and the pitch almost becomes unnecessary. Okay. Now, if you are part of my WhatsApp community and if you really voted that, okay, I'm working very hard but not seeing the results, or you voted people engage but they don't buy, or I know I'm good but I struggle to communicate it, or even if you have voted, I'm overwhelmed by too many strategies, I want you to know something. All right. Genuinely, you probably don't need another strategy. You probably need a better way to create belief, because once the belief exists, people move faster. Sales become easier. Clients perform better. Okay. That's why I would invite you to join my upcoming Proof Before Pitch Masterclass on June 18th. I'm going to drop the link in the description of the video and I'll see you inside.